Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Michelle Zoschke, and I am a nurse by trade. Just got home from work, and I was introduced to this business, partner.co, 2 years ago in January. I was in another company for 8 years and had a really hard time building that, and was kind of looking at health and wellness. Actually, I was looking at Beachbody or something like that when I was approached by Michelle McKay with this company. And it just aligned with everything I was looking for. After 3 days, I signed up and got on a Zoom with a few of the top leaders and thought, wow, is this ever different? and started sharing from the system of growth. And within a week, I got to top pay, where we want everybody, right? At gold, their ultimate. And then within a year, I earned a trip to Punta Cana. So I have seen how different this is, where you're sharing. And I saw the business side right away. I saw how many people I could help. I wasn't really looking for weight loss. I was looking for more energy, better sleep, mental clarity, that kind of thing. But I saw a lot of people that could benefit from the products. So friends and family, and I'm still working in community. I mean, I can't really share this to my patients or anything like that, but I just see a big need out there. So I jumped in with both feet and started sharing like crazy. So I've been married almost 40 years, and I have three grown children. I got a grandson that's just turning a year here right away. So yeah, I want to retire into this full time. Absolutely. We built the house on the lake, so we're just paying that down. And then I will certainly be looking at doing this full time. So here's our owners. I'll just talk briefly about the history, the owners, a few products, and then we'll go into our flagship product and do some before and afters. And that's where I'll have my guest, Sharon Leontowicz. Is that correct? Hopefully. Okay, I was going to clarify how to say your last name. So, and welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me on a Tuesday night. I know everybody's so busy and it's summer. So here's our owners. They're both CEOs. Did I update that? No, I didn't. That needs to be updated. They're both CEOs, which is pretty cool. Darren is kind of our money guy, and he's already kind of been doing network marketing. Didn't realize he was doing it with a fisherman when he was on holidays one time, and he built a big business there, and they ended up selling that to it was tuna fish, and it went to sushi grade, so it was sent around the world. Helped a lot of fishermen um, change their lives. So then John had approached him and said, do you want to help me? Because he was a brand partner with Tahisha Noni, and during COVID, things were happening, and there was changes with a lot of companies, and they ended up buying the assets of a few other companies. So we have the marketing, the infrastructure, the distribution, all that kind of thing in over 50 countries. And that's really hard to open up another country. I know in my other business, we said we were going to open up another country every year. We only had three: Canada, US, and Australia. We opened up Japan just before COVID, and then that actually closed, and we never opened up another country. So you can essentially grow a global business here. We are debt free. We are at 400 million revenue, and we are in our second momentum. So we're looking to hit $1 billion brand here. And we were ranked number one in top company in the world. Just, yeah, lots of accolades. So I will just move on. And we say timing is key. We're only 3 years old, and you can see we should be sitting around here, but we're sitting where a lot of companies are sitting in their 10th or 20th year. So you can see everything on the right. We have market proven products. I mean, some products like our Tahisha Noni has been around. We just celebrated its 30-year anniversary. So a lot of the products have been around a long time, and all healthy, natural. We've earned over 70 industry awards, and it's in 62 countries. I know we just launched India. We're really close to 60 and over $400 million in sales. So we have products that hit in all of these different categories, from detox to gut health to skin. Sleep is huge. Mood too, because a lot of people walking around with high anxiety. And healthy aging. You can see a lot of people are looking for stuff like this. We are kind of hope dealers, right? We're giving them hope. And you can see our products are guaranteed, tested, and proven, doctor created, backed by science. We have about 10 products in the physician's desk reference in the US, and it's really hard to get health products in there. And you can see Dr. Ray Strand, he's 80. He just did a wellness talk last night, and he's got a few more Mondays that he's getting on Zooms with us. And it wasn't until his wife was sick, he wasn't able to help her with traditional medicine. So, and it was his neighbor that said, "Have you tried natural?" And that's what helped her. She had fibromyalgia and she's all better. He changed his whole way of practice. He was ostracized by all the other physicians, right? Because he was talking health and nutrition, right? That's not what they're taught. They're taught to prescribe or diagnose and prescribe. So it's really difficult. Not a lot of lifestyle teaching. They hardly get any education during their med school. And yeah, and he's written about 8 books. His latest one, Healthy for Life. And you can see all the clinical studies, quality testing, certifications. And we have the Cologne certification, which is safe for athletes, Olympic athletes. And Barbara Cox-Lovesey was an Olympic figure skater. She's our vice president of health and nutrition. Dr. Joshua Plant helped to develop about 4 products this last year. The latest one is a moringa product that we will briefly talk about. Now, he has stepped down, but he has helped so much in developing some really good products. And you can see we go above and beyond when it comes to the health, like the health, our health. They don't just sprinkle it, like dust it with and say it's healthy, right? With health ingredients. But all through the product's journey, they're testing it, a lot of third-party testing going on. So they want to make sure what they say is in the product is actually in the product. So we are in these mega trends, 7 multi-billion-dollar categories. And when you put that all together, it's like a $700 trillion category, from energy drinks to skincare to functional foods. So many things that people are already purchasing. And when you actually start reading your ingredients and your labels, you're seeing what's out there on the shelf and what you're actually putting in your body. Like we said, do your research compared to what we have to what you're taking. You will really change your mind of what you're putting in your body. So this is our Tahitian noni, and this is what John Wadsworth, he was a brand partner, just like we are. So he was on the ground just like we are, building this worldwide and very successful. It took him a while, but it's nice. It comes in the bottles. Just be cognizant of when you're ordering it in Canada when the weather is cold, right? Those bottles can freeze. The sachets are nice. You can put in your lunches, travel with them. And this provides overall health and wellness, good for mood, good for your heart health. And we all know, like people with high anxiety, that kind of thing too. It's great. And it's got these adaptogens, which is really good. So what works for me may not work for Marlene or Sharon, like everybody's different, right? So yeah, helps with joint health and mobility, just so many benefits. And especially around flu season, great with your immunity. It tastes delicious. It comes from Tahiti. So yeah, and I know Lori's on, her grandkids come over and they're always asking for it. And there's 101 ways you can use it. So there is a book out there that you can purchase. So this is Renew. I like to talk about. Michelle McKay fell in love with this. First of all, she had brain fog at 45. Her mom was diagnosed at 55, died at 62 of Alzheimer's. And what research is showing is that type 3 diabetes or your insulin resistance is one of the leading causes of Alzheimer's. Wow. Heart disease, stroke, circulatory issues. So it can all be prevented with diet and supplements and moving. So a lot of education is going on here. So this helps promote deeper sleep. And we know how important sleep is, especially for your health, right? You're going to, be more prone to make a healthy meal, go for a walk, that kind of thing, when you have a good night's sleep. Increases libido, which we don't talk about enough, reduces body fat and improves mood and energy. You can see a lot of our products kind of work synergistically together. And the biggest thing, it stimulates your natural human growth hormone, which is kind of our anti-aging hormone. As we age in our 20s, 30s, we're producing less and less. So And so it wasn't until she had been seeing the doctor about her brain fog, and the doctor kept prescribing her medication. This was for Michelle. At the end, she was on 3 different medications: ADHD, antidepressants, thyroid medication, and none of them were helping. They did initially, and then her brain fog would come back. And it wasn't until she lost her way home driving, she reached out to her girlfriend Cynthia, who had a health food store and had this product, and said, I can help you. And within 3 days, the brain fog went away, never came back. So, and we never claim to cure, treat, or diagnose any disease. It is all individual and unique to each person. So depending on how you're following the foods and taking the products as prescribed or as recommended. So you can see how we're losing that human growth hormone as we age. So yeah, really important. And this is one that we just launched in Vancouver, and then they actually soft launched it there and then launched it in Maui when a bunch of people were there for an incentive trip. So it helps to support digestive health. We all know a lot of people have issues with their gut, and women are 3 times more likely to have occasional constipation. So it promotes microbiome in your gut, helps to clear that GI system, gives you smooth moves. You're not running to the bathroom. Just know that the first one, core cleanse, it's a 5-2 ritual. The first one, you're taking 5 days a week. I take it first thing in the morning after my moringa. And then the day 6 and 7, 6 is in the evening, 7 is first thing in the morning. Just know your day 7, you may want to make sure you're kind of close to a bathroom. But it just helps to support those the weight management. Sometimes you stall in your weight loss, and this just kicks it off again, right? It helps you feel full, so you're gonna have fewer snacks. It's kind of like a spring cleaning for your gut. Better digestion, less bloating, more constant elimination. You think you're regular, but take this and you'll be even more regular. It's incredible. Tastes like lemon meringue pie. It's delicious. More energy. It's not a harsh cleanse. And yeah, I think I'm probably on my 3rd month now. I don't know if I'll ever quit, but I'm just loving how I feel. But yeah, it is incredible. Just little packets there that you add to 8 ounces of water. And yeah, it's a big one. So this is our new product, our Moringa product, Vital One. And what's different to other Moringa products, this includes the fruit, the seed, the pod, not just the leaf, like a lot of other moringas have just the leaf, and it's shade dried. It takes longer. You got to be more patient, but it's not ultraviolet dried, which can kind of damage some of the nutrient in it. So this is really nice. It's got in each individual sachet, which keeps it the efficacy and everything of the product together. When you're in a bag, if it's in a bag, you're opening it up, the oxygen's getting in there and probably causing some oxidative stress. So Vital One, you can see all the benefits, because really we're not getting the nutrition from our foods anymore. The soil is not the same like it was 20 or 30 years ago when we were kids. And you can see all the benefits. 2 times more protein than yogurt and milk, 50 times more vitamin B12 than sardine. Who eats sardines anyways? It's 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, and the magnesium. I mean, yeah, incredible. I have noticed more deeper sleep. Like I take Renew and all the things, and I noticed this week less dry eyes. So I am noticing things. People are noticing things with their allergies, their immunity, that kind of thing. Like the testimonials are coming in left and right. And yeah, and this comes straight from India, straight from the source. So much, and it's the most nutrient dense fruit or food in the world. So you just can put it in Chat GPT and it's going to tell you that. Tastes good. Tastes like berries. It tastes much better than it looks. Doesn't taste like alfalfa or something like that, but Tastes really good. And they don't recommend to mix it in with your shake or juice, even though it says you can do that. I put it straight in water first thing in the morning, so it's going right down to the cellular level. Because if you mix it with your shakes, you may not get it all, right? It might be on the sides of your container and that kind of thing. You don't want to lose any of the potency of it. So we go to our flagship product, which is our body balancing drops. And a lot of people have these symptoms, which is our hormone imbalance. And it's not just for women, men have hormones too. A lot of times you think of reproductive hormones, but men do have hormones and they get great success with this too. So a lot of people have these symptoms. You can put in the chat how many of these symptoms you're experiencing. For me, mood swings too, actually, I didn't mention that. Insomnia, low energy, just tired all the time, and then that mental fogness. You could probably ask if a couple people at work I was a little bit off today, but I love the drops. You don't have to stay on them indefinitely, but I love them. I have only taken 1 month off since I started 2.5 years ago. So these are a day and night drops that are on the ground here in Canada. When you take these as recommended, follow the booklet that comes with it. Follow the foods. We follow low glycemic foods, and I have it listed next. But it balances your hormones. It helps regulate your blood sugar, your thyroid, boosts that mood. I noticed right away when I started taking it, I just feel different. You feel good. And that's what, a lot of diets promise that you're going to release weight and then feel good. This gives you that feeling of uh, I don't know, giving you hope and feeling good. So then you're going to be more apt to move a little bit more. We want movement, even if it's 4 or 5 times a week, walking, 20 minutes a day. And then you can always add supplements. You get better results when all three of those are combined. Um, and yeah, your day drops, you're taking 3 times a day before your three main meals, 10 to 20 minutes. And your night drops 1 to 2 hours before bed. It's got the droppers. The day drops 0.7 mils, the night drops 2 mils, 2 dropperfuls. Tastes great. And I mean, sometimes I'm taking it just before I hop into bed, and you don't crave sugar. Sugar is a crazy addiction. And you can see all the people who are walking around pre-diabetic, kids as young as 8 years old. It's really sad to see the population who are unhealthy. You just have to go to the grocery store and even see the foods on the shelves, right? We want you reading your ingredients, going back to the basics, going back to how you were raised. I was raised on the farm and we had cattle, we had chickens, we had pigs, and it's like we got away from that. I think it's when the fast food came in, and it's like everybody just needs everything so quick and easy, huh? And it's really affected our health for sure. So we're just going back to basics. So here are some before and afters, and you're going to notice a lot of people as we age, we just collect it all in that visceral area, which is the hardest to lose. It's our killer fat. It attaches to our vital organs. So really important to get rid of that. So here's some before and afters. There's Troy and I. We were in Australia when I got the call from Michelle about this business opportunity. And I said, when I get home, we'll connect. And Troy had tried everything. I mean, he's done Body for Life was a program years ago, and then he did keto. He did Ozempic. He didn't get any results with Ozempic because he didn't change anything he was eating or drinking. And that's what really frustrates me is people who don't want to do any work and they just want the easy way out. But he got results with everything. Don't I'm telling you the truth, but he gained everything back and if not more. And guys release about 3/4 of a pound a day, women about half a pound a day on the drops and following the foods. So more energy. He released 30 pounds in 11 weeks. I released 9 pounds in 9 inches. And I mean, my clothes fit better, but I wasn't really looking for the weight loss. I was looking for energy, better sleep. And some people who need weight gain. It just balances your body and it gives you what you need. So they can take it too. Valerie won the Slenderized Challenge, the Body Balancing Challenge back in 2018. She released 42 pounds in 3 months. Always take that before picture, take those measurements, take those photos and the weight. And she noticed the first thing, the saddlebags started to shrink. And then you incorporate other products, the shakes, which is a great meal replacement. She feels amazing. And the fact that she's kept it off for 8 years, and that's what Dr. Ray Strand said, anybody can release the weight. It's keeping it off. That's the biggest win. Shelly here, people were asking her if she was pregnant. She released 27 pounds and 13 inches. Her and I did the other business together. She had no intention to work this business, but when you get good results and people are asking you what you're doing, you just want to share it. And why not making income from it? Better sleep, more energy. You can see all the things and keeping it off. She's in Nova Scotia and she's been going there every summer. And the fact that she's eating lobster and butter, like, and her body is in balance. She's only gone up 2 pounds and back down. So Lorraine here released 15 pounds, sleeping better and managing stress better. That's huge. And adding in other products too. Charlene and Robert. It's nice when couples do this together because they're supporting each other in their weight loss journey, preparing meals together, maybe going for walks. They release the same amount of weight, almost the same amount in inches, more energy. Robert noticed improvement in his essential tremors. Charlene noticed her fibro pain and her flare-ups and her plantar fasciitis were gone after 2 weeks and then have never come back. And Charlene was a nurse too and just retired. So, oh, I got to back up there. Lori, who's on the call here, she released 40 pounds and 18 inches. Actually, I think it's 4.5 months. Better sleep, more energy, helping seniors with their gardening and just up and down. She is a busy lady with her grandkids and just really, really active. You can see the difference in the face. A lot of people notice that right away is in the face. Nita, you're never too old to start a business. She's 78. A1C is lowered, lower blood pressure, lots of benefits there. And Suzanne, I'm not sure if she's on the call, and I don't think I have updated her. She is at 112 pounds and I believe 78 inches. And yeah, didn't plan to do this business. She's got a crutch. She used to use crutches to walk around. It's hidden behind her back here. Less joint pain, less brain fog, no flare-ups. And just, I mean, it's changed her life. More confidence, self-esteem, and just incredible. So my guest here today, Sharon. Oh, I'm just going to go on here. I'm going to pull up her photo here when she comes on. But Sharon started her career, grew up on a farm, in Saskatchewan, married, raised her family in Regina. She's got 3 children and 6 grandchildren, all in different provinces. She started her career as a certified health information practitioner. She lives in Calgary now, Alberta, and works full-time as a senior program and people change manager in healthcare. So I'm just going to minimize this and pull up her, here, can I do this? Go ahead, Sharon, if you want to start, speaking, are you unmuted? Yeah, go ahead. I'm
unmuted.
Never mind me.
Well, thank you for the invite,
You're
Michelle. I'm very
welcome.
honored you thought of me.
Yeah.
Yes, I've always been a professional dieter for the last, I'd say, 20 years or so. But back in 2013, 2023 to 24, that's when I started to struggle with my health. And I was doing lots of many diet kind of plans. I did Jenny Craig, I did Ideal Protein and some Wellness Pro or something like that from the States. I was in a lot of them. I did, what's that other one that's called? It's not Shackley, but I can't remember the name, starts with an S. But anyway, I tried many things. I even ordered product from Marketplace. I took screenshots of products, thought they would, my mitochondria, or however you call it, I was buying it for that. And when I got the screenshot of the label and when the product came, it wasn't what it said it was. So I was afraid to even try it. And then there was one I even did try. and it actually gave me a very upset stomach. So like my hubby said, there could be fentanyl in there. Well, you don't know because these are products you really don't trust. And I didn't do a lot of research on them anyway, but back in from November to June of I'd say 23 to 24 to June, I was struggling. I gained 30 pounds in 5 months. I was a mess. I was 17 weeks on my treadmill trying to get rid of this weight. And I think I must have been looking at food and gaining weight because it just was not coming off. I was 30 minutes on my treadmill, power walking, just getting very frustrated. And whatever I bought wasn't working. I went to my doctor 3 times to ask for my cortisol levels. I ran to a lady actually at a supplement store saying, you need to get your cortisol tested. So I went 3 times to my doctor's clinic, and all 3 times she refused, saying, at 65, I'm too old. She wanted to put me on Ozempic. Well, I didn't want to go on Ozempic. I'm not diabetic. I wouldn't get approved for it. And sure enough, she applied, and no, I didn't get approved for it. So a coworker referred me to Brenda. Brenda and her were very good friends. My coworker tried the diet plan, and the drops worked for her. She had gained 30 pounds after her hubby died, and this worked for her. And she was drinking twisted tea of all things, still trying to do the diet plan. But so anyway, I gave Brenda a call and I signed up that day because I had already wasted so much money and effort on trying to get to where I wanted to be. So like to me, it was really important to get rid of the weight, the weight. I really was looking for something for gut health because I heard, with all the things that you find on marketplace and all the videos that you need to get your gut health into balance. So that seemed to be important to me at the time. And so yeah, just to balance out my hormones was really key for me. And so anyway, I did what Brenda did. I went all in. I got the Get Fit pack, little different called in the US. I don't think they have that there, but really it was the drops, the Restorex, the Elite, as well as the Pure Nourish, the Power Boost, and the Giving Greens, and I think I'm the probiotics. Did I mention that? Anyway, that to me, I thought, okay, I'm going to try that. And then Advantage came, so I added that. I added that in, and I think I added Magnical D, and then because that was in Canada at the time, so I added that and Vanilli, and then I added on a few other things as they came available: the Optimals, the M and V, and anyway, just the omegas I tried everything: Everglow, Dermaglow, and Renew. Basically, that's a lot of the products are so good for us. And I just can't say enough. The 35 pounds that I like 30 pounds that I had gained in those 5 months, within 4 months, when I went for my doctor to get my lab values tested, everything was normal. That was a shock to me because at 65, my cholesterol is usually out of whack, my thyroid's out of whack. Everything was in healthy limits and balanced. And they were even amazed that I had lost 10 kilos when I went to go to see them. So they were really impressed. So I have to say, I really feel like just Partner Co is probably the best thing that ever happened to me. And I can't help but just try to pass on everything that I know about these products to anybody else who's interested in listening to me, because they truly do work after I struggled finding products that didn't work. So yeah, I love the products. I actually think like my cravings are gone. I'm calmer, I'm happier, which I think I've always got a smile on my face now, just because probably I feel really royal and confident because I feel great, right? If you can get your body and your mood back, I mean, how much more wonderful can your life be? So, yeah, definitely, if you're here as a guest, reach out to those who invited you. And definitely, these products do work. Yeah, I can't say enough about them. Out of a scale of a 1 to 10, they're a 10 for me, 10 plus.
Well, especially when you've tried so many other things, huh? And
Yeah,
failed. And right away you were getting success with this within
yeah.
how long, how long did you release the weight? Like, are you
Well,
still losing
I
weight or
don't think
you?
I really released the weight because I was still doing my treadmill. So I was
Oh,
gaining,
okay.
I was probably gaining muscle.
Oh,
My
yes.
inches
Okay.
were going down. And that was, I lost probably like I measured everything, right? Like both arms, both, legs, both ankles, you name it. So overall, like I lost 46 inches, right? From like
Wow.
7 inches in my waist and 7 inches in my hips.
Yeah.
Like with, I'm pretty sure Advantage had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the Renew, I love Renew. Like I take it before I go to bed. Um, and I just find that I've got such a great sleep with it. And the day drops and the night drops, like to me, I think the night drops really give us a really good sleep. So I've tried both the USA drops and our Canadian drops, and I'm using Canadian drops because I did buy a 30 pack way back Black Friday. So I thought, but I think either one, you're going to get the same results if you stick to the plan. And that's the main thing. Dr. Strand says if you do one of these four things, they will work.
Yeah.
And so if you can do the drops and eat, the low glycemic food plan and take the supplements and do your exercise and get your water in and get a good sleep, the plan will work. You just have
Yeah.
to stay
Yeah.
that it's, and I tell everybody this, we were honored to sit with Dr. John Jacobson in Maui with his wife. I can't remember her name. Is it Jackie? One day, Saturday morning, right after breakfast, they joined us. We had coffee with them, and just listening to him, he tells everybody they need to try it for at least 120 days because the body needs to reset at that cellular metabolic level. And he tells everybody, even the athletes, whoever comes into his clinic, if he sees that they need a lifestyle change, he'll just say, what do you think? What are you going to do about this? Because it's not going to change on your own. You got to commit to something if you want to do this. So I keep that in the back of my mind. His words were so inspiring. And yeah, I think, all the vitamins, whatever you choose, one or the other, if you stick to three of them, they
Yeah.
will work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sharon. Oh my goodness. And I hope you can stay on for a few minutes if anybody has any questions for you. I'll just keep going just for time if people have to get off. So we're just about done here. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm just honored to have you on as my guest today. So I will just continue on. So here is, you can earn lifestyle credits, and a bunch of the people have just come back from Maui. There's us in Punta Cana. They do two big trips a year. And actually, a lot of us are planning to go to PXP convention in Orlando, which is going to be fun. But this was on the deck. We had just gone ziplining. There's the owners, their wives, their family, everybody. They're right in there with you. I never saw this in the other business. They were far away on the stage. There's no way you're getting a picture, you're talking to them. You can sit with them almost, have a meal together. I sat with John's kids one time, had supper together. It's just so cool. There's Michelle. Yeah, just awesome. So yeah, you can work from anywhere. That's one of their mottos is work is an adventure, and I just love that. And it's not just a 50-year plan, it's a 100-year plan. You can will this to your grandkids and their grandkids and so forth. This slide actually needs to be updated. We're almost 3 million bottles sold of the body balancing drops. We're in almost 50 countries, almost 60, I would say. You can see all the Tahitian noni sold, healthy social media following, voted #1 in the compensation plan. We get paid 8 different ways, and we get paid weekly. So it's changing a lot of lives. And, we say, what's an extra $500 a month, maybe a week, right? That makes a big difference for a lot of people. So maybe this isn't for you, but maybe you know somebody that we can help, either with their health or their wealth. And all the awards that we are gaining is just incredible. Lucy and Tracy have just won some awards. So you can see all the countries. I don't have it updated. India is on there too. I just had somebody reach out to me from Bangladesh. I got to see that if that's in there. You just change the flag, see what country we're in and what products we have there. So, and this is a way you can get started. let's say, and we say it takes 90 days to change a cell. So you need at least 3 to 6 months on the products. It's not gonna, you may notice some difference in a month, but you need 3 to 6 months, right, to see a real difference, to get to right where you want to balance your hormones in your body, right? So, and we say a 4-pack, you can keep a box and we can show you how to sell the other three or share the other three. And you can actually earn your enrollment fee, which is $39.85 in Canada with tax, and you can profit $300. A 10-pack, you're profiting more money. You keep a box and share the other 9 boxes and sell them at, we're saying 200. Some people are selling them at 215, but no less than 200. They actually retail at 245, so they're still getting a discount. A 30-pack, and that's what gets you to ultimate or top pay. So you're getting 30% discount, and you can see the profit there. So activated is what we want you at when you start. Usually you get activated at 200 points, and then within first 4 Fridays you can get to top pay or ultimate. 1,500 points, you get that 30%. So you're doubling your new volume bonus. And you know, there's a lot of training on this. We can always send you more information and just reach out to the person who's invited you here. So you can see the perks at hitting ultimate, which is the goal if you're kind of serious with the business. And then, yeah, it's a low time fee in Canada, $37.95. I want to say $29.85 and $29.97 in the States. I might be a little bit wrong, but I know it's about $10 $10 cheaper. Replicated website, back office, the partner co-share app. They give you everything you need for posting, verbiage, how to respond to people who are interested in the drops, who want more information, award-winning marketing tools, videos, Zooms, lots of trainings, and you get all of us to help you. What I love is, like, Sharon and I are not connected in business. Neither is Marlene, Yvonne, probably 3/4 of the people on the call here. But we are like family, and we will help each other build and succeed and grow and win. And I'm looking forward to getting hugs from everybody at a convention. So yeah, I am just going to end it here. So I'm going to stop the share and the recording. And then if you want to stay on, you're welcome to stay on to ask some questions, or if you need to hop off, by all means, you can hop off. Yeah, so